Hello everyone. I'm a little coffee today, so I have some LaCroix with me to help with that. I just wanted to show you the result of these. These are awesome. Okay, so these were the little tiny postcards I made in the last video, and I put triple thick on them. And they're not too thick, which is awesome. And let's see. It is, I'm going to use this one. No. Okay, this is one and a half inches by 1 inch. And so I would highly recommend printing out your contact sheet, putting it on cardboard. Excuse me. One of them did kind of come up from the back of the cardboard, and so I just used a little bit of Fix. So these are so cool, and I cannot for the life of me right now find my crocodile hole punch, but I would like punch little holes in here and make, maybe put even, oh, now I think I know where it is, but maybe even put a little grommet or eyelet and make little charms. So this is going to be something I'm going to be doing. And I'm going to put one of these in some of my Etsy orders. So if you order something from me, except for the keys, because people who order the keys are not, I don't think they're junk journalers. If you are a junk journal and you want one of these little postcard and you order the keys, let me know. But I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of these left. And I was thinking just a little soft inking. I think this is tea dye. Let's see. Distress ink, tea dye. Anyway, so if you order from me, you can just put a little note. I love one of those little postcards, and these ones are more like 3 inches, 3 1/4 inches by 2 inches. And they're just so cute, and they're just, you know, they're 3 layers of paper, so they're just thick enough. And you can write a little note, and it's like a little journaling card, and I just loved them. And I was thinking, what if I did it again and did it on, whoa, hello. Okay, my rulers are giving me trouble here. Okay, so what if I made some of these into journaling cards, same way, and these, and these. So that's what I think I'm going to do. I'm trying to decide if I should put them on like 2 layers or I should put them on this thickness. I'm going to try this thickness for some of them. Maybe the bigger ones. So let's do that. So yeah, it's President's Day, and this day is special to my family for a couple of reasons, but it's the anniversary of my grandmother's death, and that might sound like, why would you want to remember that? But my grandmother was over 90, and she was an amazing woman. She went to college when women didn't go to college, and she did things, you know, she, in her own quiet way, was a trailblazer. And I found out some of this stuff after she died, and some of it I knew about just growing up. But she was a librarian and loved books, and so I often think about her when I'm making book-related things. So yeah, she's definitely with me today, and her death was one of the most amazing experiences I had, because she was in hospice and she was there for a few days, maybe a week, and I got to be right beside her and touch her and talk to her, and my whole family was there, and I believe all of her children were there, and like 90% of her grandchildren were there, and lots of spouses and family friends came to say goodbye. And she was just, like I said, in her quiet way, she was an amazing woman and very inspirational to me. So it's kind of it's a good day today to remember her. But she was also I don't know if it was her side or my grandpa's side, but one of them is related to Lincoln's mother. So, Abraham Lincoln. So, Mary somebody, right? Lincoln's mom. And so, I'm related to Lincoln's mom. Excuse me. And, yeah, so President's Day is kind of... Sorry, I bumped the camera. I'm wearing a hat. Here, I'll take my hat off. Is a good day for us. So, what should I put on the back? I wish you were all here to tell me that. I found some more paper. And I was thinking, these aren't big enough, but those are my eco prints. And let's see what else I have here. You know what? I think I'm going to do one of these kind of ledger paper, because it kind of contrasts the like floral with math kind of ish. I don't know if that makes any sense to you all, but excuse me, that's what I'm going to do. And there's some greens in here, and so that'll be good. Yeah, I'll use glue again. So anyway, thank you to the presidents that have served our country, including Mr. Lincoln. Let's see here. Ooh, I'm sure I'm shaking the camera. Sorry. You know, there's never really a perfect camera situation for me. I've got it down to something I enjoy and it's easy. But, you know, I'm kind of constantly like evaluating how I'm videoing and what I should be changing or upgrading. Or I'm going to put some glue on this too. So I don't think it matters what I say. Yeah. So let's see what else is new. They say we're going to get a little bit more snow next week, and we had, I think, 6 snow days off from school. So that means I have to make up 6 days in June, and that's fine. It doesn't happen every year at my school district, and it doesn't snow every year that much. This was like 100-year snow or something, you know what I mean? Like, excuse me. It was abnormal, unusual amount of snow. And I'm sure everybody in the like Northeast and Midwest and Alaska and Canada are just like, what's the big deal? But we don't have snow plows to plow. So it's not like, yeah, and we're not set up for snow. Nobody has like 4-wheel drive. Well, some people do, but not a lot of people have 4-wheel drive vehicles, and it's just a mess, really. It just becomes a big royal mess. And so, luckily, I do have a all-wheel drive vehicle, so I could go to the grocery store, but some people were stuck in their house for many, many days, and they could just walk, but you really couldn't even walk sometimes because the snow was so deep on the sidewalks. Nobody has snow shovels. You know, it's just a big mess. But I'm thankful we're done with that. Oh, these are going to be so good. So I did put up a video about public domain, and all of these are public domain. Now, you could do this with anything. You could do this with, as long as you're not selling it, right? So, and I don't know if my paper is straight, so I'm just going to do my best here to line it up. Yeah, and yeah. So I'm so thankful to have the day off of work, mostly because I'm not feeling good. I woke up with this tickle in my throat, and now I'm coughing, and it's just not fun. Huh. It might be too thick, to tell you the truth. Yeah. Okay, scissors it is. Anyway, these are just so much fun. Like, I just want to make all of these instead of books now. That was easy because then I could just cut on the line. Although I'm seeing now, here's the printer's marks. Do I want to cut them that close? I might just leave the printer's marks as they are. I could always go back and cut them. I am going to use this for the first pass, and then I don't even know. Yeah, they're pretty straight. Just gonna go for it. What's the worst thing? I have to cut it out and use more of my stash, right? Because, or print it out again, right? No biggie. So I tell my children, no biggie. But it's thick. This is thick. This is way thicker than the postcards. These will be good journaling cards for some of my junk journals. Somebody was asking me, what's a junk journal? And I'm just like, oh my goodness. What isn't a junk journal, right? But it's so evolved, you know, and there's still some purists out there, and I thank you to you all for being purists. Okay, my camera just fell over. Anyway, I was saying thank you to the junk journal purists out there who are making things out of junk. I go back and forth between making things that look pretty and making things out of junk. Excuse me. So, to me, it's all good in my book, right? These are going to be great. I love these. And maybe I won't round the corners because somebody said, oh, it looks more vintage if you don't round the corners. And I appreciate that sentiment. So maybe I won't round the corners. These are pretty thick. These are like, maybe that card in the middle was not a good idea. Maybe I should just do 3 layers of paper. Not that the thickness is a bad thing, but just cutting it and stuff. Yeah. So cute. So like, there's little pins there. So like you could write a little note here, and I see, yeah, I think that the printer's marks are a good place to crop it, but I just love it. And then let's see, add a little bit. I'm so heavy-handed with like edging right now with tea. I want it to be way less, but still kind of scuffed up. Okay, I like it. So that's just another version of these little tiny cards that I'm doing. I was thinking, I have a whole bunch of these envelopes that I've tea stained. So I was thinking maybe I could like make a cute little envelope. Goes that way. Edge it and make something, maybe even a little heart, like a little Happy Mail thing. And then, yeah, I'm going to do that. So I'm going to edge this, and so it'll take me a couple days to like scan it in. Like when I'm home, I only have, you know, a little bit of me time. My family is so gracious and lets me have me time, and this is what I do with my me time if I'm not napping. I'm a big napper. It's kind of an addiction almost. Not really, but like, you know, like it feels so good to nap. Let's see. So I have to sometimes choose between a nap and a crafting time. Usually I pick the crafting time, but I've been a little sick, so sometimes I might pick the nap. Okay, so if I put that all together and then put this heart on and then scanned it in and then printed them out like this. Oh my gosh, look. They're the same size, you guys. Oh, even better. Look, a little... Oh, wasn't that just meant to be? Okay, that's super cute. You know what I could do is I could scan this in like this and then make a printable for you guys with these and this. That might also be a good idea, and you guys could make them too. So fun. I love these envelopes. These envelopes I've been tea dyeing and been doing a little bit of experimenting. And so here's some more. And then on the inside I've been putting map page. So when you open it up, it's like a little map inside. So I really like these. I don't know what I'm going to do with them, but they'll probably go in journals. But okay, see? I just came up with an idea, right? So look for something like this soon-ish on my shop, in my shop. I probably won't tea stain and round the corners. That'll be some, and I definitely, you know, it'll be a digital probably, but maybe something like this, and then you can make little cards. You could print it out on tea stain paper, or you could print it out and then tea stain the paper. I do that a lot. So like I would take like an image like this and print it out on regular white and then tea stain it. Tea stain the paper or coffee dye or whatever you do. The other thing you could do is use like a off-white cream type of paper. That would be nice too. But okay. So I've got a new thing. That's so fun. So I think I'll end the video here. It would be fun if I had an envelope for these too. So I'll have to think about that. And I will need to find my crocodile to show you the end result. Make a little charm out of these. So I think I'm actually going to go take a nap. Just to let my body rest. And then in my spare time, I'll find like a little crocodile. I wonder if I could do this. A little hole punch, I mean. Yeah, I think I should do it with permanent ink, but it's going on there. I don't know if the shine... It did go on there on the edges, and maybe I should glue it down to something just a little bit not as boring, but they're a little flexible, so I love triple thick. Thank you, Jessica, for bringing that to our attention. So, mess, but I'm going to say goodbye for now. Thank you so much for watching. I enjoy reading your comments. I'd love a thumbs up if you wouldn't mind. Until next time, happy crafting. Bye-bye.